Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick it away to start. The Red Raiders offense will start this game off with the football. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Caught behind the line. It's West. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the Baylor Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 35. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing right.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Joyner. Can't get him to the ground. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got 50 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period, first down here. White going to attack through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pocket breaking down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds the big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the grab, it's Joyner. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the move, it's Alexander.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. White wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Bears come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Can't. White floss the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass. It's Quegman. Fires to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely...
And the ball's on the ground! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dave.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here, and build on that lead.
White going to attack through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. He's going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Bears! A great catch and run for 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the ground, it's Joyner. Nice move to pick up. Oh, another great move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Zips it out to his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He now has 108 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Bears just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He breaks a tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. White wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown,
lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Good timing on the quick out. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Eakin. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Joyner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Looking to throw on third and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. He smashes his way through again. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Oh, better look out. There he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 36-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back.
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Finds his man, it's Joyner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The play-action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Summers. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Continues to fight for yards. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Rushes on him. The offense coughs it up. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Using his legs, it's Alexander. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.